In this video, we are at a rare dispersed campsite just south of Mason, Texas, along the Llano River. We couldn't have had a better time, so sit back, check it out, and let us show you what this cool campsite is all about. Man, camp is looking good. We are right here along the Llano River, and we got the rig right here, but we got a cool fire going. We're gonna get ready to cook us some dinner, but as we look down the row, we have plenty of people fishing. So they got their fly fisher poles going. They're trying to catch trout. But it's looking good. Up on the hill, there is a campground up here. So if you did want to disperse camp, there's a campground up here. It looks like they have cabins and they have these like yurt style things. But this is a cool area. We got a big old cliff face right here. And then taking it down there, it opens up real big. Plenty of water. A couple people got some prime campsites over here. And then there's a bunch of campsites up here on the hill. All right, we got some appetizers on the grill. We got some bacon wrapped shrimp. There's some cheese in there as well. So we are looking good for some appetizers. The shrimp are coming along. We got a great fire on the pop-up fire pit. And these shrimp are cooking. Man, that's a great video. Alrighty, it is Sunday morning. We had an amazing afternoon and evening at camp. This is such a cool place. So, I mean, Texas Hill Country, this campsite or this camp area, it's a dispersed camping, and it's actually on, I think, the Hill Country Overland route, something like that. And that's sort of how I found it. I have seen a couple of videos of some people that have been out here, so I'm glad it wasn't too crowded. I'm glad we got a great spot, but let me show you what it's got going on here. So there's a couple ways to come in here. I am standing up on a sort of on a ridge. There's where we camped, right next to the river. And then some other people down here, they brought kayaks, they've been fishing. They're down there. That's probably the best spot to be because looks like you have the sound of rushing water. It opens up into a larger lake. But up here on this ridge, there's plenty of spots up here to camp. You're just high up on the bluff. It's a rocky trail that comes around and circles all through. If you look at this area, on like a Google Maps, you don't realize that this is elevated. So yeah, there's plenty of spots up here. There's a good amount of area along the water here. So, I mean, you can fit plenty of rigs, but we had a great time. There's actually, I'll walk you down there, but there's actually a family of beavers that are living right down there by the cliff. So let's go down and just show you the riverside. So the main road is that way. You can drive in here, okay? Or, as I said, up on this bluff, there's a trail that winds around and back down through here. So whether you want to be up on top camping or down here, it's pretty easy to get down. Obviously, if the water was higher, you may have a problem getting through that little low area, but you could drop in from the top if you needed to. But yeah, so we have the riverside here, a good set of, we got the cool high cliffs, and like I said, right over here in this grassy area is a family of beavers. So at least two, but they pop in and out of their little area. We caught them swimming around, and it was just a cool little deal. We've seen plenty of fish jumping here, and there's a lot of people fishing, especially yesterday afternoon. But yeah, so we have our setup here as we showed. Brought the pop-up privacy tent. Had a great sleep in the rooftop tent last night. All opened up. The weather was great. We cooked some breakfast this morning. But yeah, this ended up being a great little camp spot. We had a ton of fun, and we'll probably get ready to get cleaned up. We do have a fire going, so we'll let that hang out until that burns off, but we'll start getting everything cleaned up and put away. But I would definitely come and stay here again. So thanks for watching. You know, this is just a cool little spot. You don't have a lot of public dispersed type areas that you can camp at in Texas. So it's pretty neat that you have this little island peninsula riverbed that you can disperse camp and fish and kayak and all kinds of things. So there's a lot of activities here. You do have an organized campground right up here on the bluff, and there is the James River Ice House. So there is, like, literally you can walk there up the hill, and they have food, beer, wine, bags of ice you can get there. So there's some that's pretty cool to have that pretty close, and it's a nifty little place. But thanks for watching. I appreciate it, and we'll see you in the next video.